another episode. This time I'm actually going to be doing the, I think it's called The Secret Diary of a YouTuber. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm kind of late to the whole thing, so I don't know. There are questions about being a YouTuber that I will be answering today. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Alright, question number 1. How long have you been on YouTube? So, if you guys didn't know, if you guys just watch this video or other Zen Blends, I do a daily vlog as well with my family. And we're on day 122. So I have been on YouTube for 122 days, and they have been probably the most fun 122 days ever. So far so good. Number 2, at what point do you think you'll stop YouTube? So I've heard this question answered a lot by a lot of different YouTubers, and my favorite one is I'm going to stop when it becomes not fun anymore. I'm also going to consider stopping if my family's health and safety and happiness is jeopardized. I know that sounds kind of extreme and strange for a lot of people, but I think that you're putting yourself out on YouTube, your entire self and your family's life and everything. And of course there is some stuff that we don't share with you guys, but for the most part everything is pretty much out there. So with all of our everything out there, you also have to think about security and safety. And I really do think that the moment that I don't feel safe anymore, or I don't feel that my son is safe anymore, we're not going to do it anymore. But luckily that hasn't happened yet. It hasn't even been close to happening yet. So if I had my way, I would be 100 years old and still YouTubing? Vlogging. One day I'll learn how to speak too, you know. What is the best thing about YouTube? So the best thing about YouTube, I think, is the camaraderie that comes with meeting people who are also on YouTube. You take a bunch of these people who are here for all different reasons, and they post videos about all different things. Some people post videos about how to post videos, and some people post videos about how to do makeup, how to, you know, write a resume, how to all of that. And then you also have the daily vloggers who tape or who video everything that they do every day. And I think that it's really interesting that I can post a video and have 25 people watch this video. There are 25 people I've never even met before, and they'll send comments back and forth, and they'll subscribe, and they'll tell their friends about it. And then you go to places like VidCon and Blogger Fair, where you meet these people who know you, who've watched your videos, and you've never seen them before, but they're still your fans, and they're on your side usually, and they enjoy the content that you upload. And I just think that that's really interesting. I think it's fun to be able to do something as simple as picking up a camera and videotaping what you do every day, and that somebody you don't even know enjoys it and likes watching what you're doing, even though you may think all I'm doing is cleaning my house, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of fun to know that somebody else is watching, and it's nice to read the comments and to hear from you guys, and I don't know, I just really enjoy that community feeling. So brings me to my next question. What is the worst thing about YouTube? And a lot of people answer this question by saying that they don't like the trolls. They don't like the people who make it their life's mission to go out to every YouTuber who may have at least one viewer and say something negative about the video. And I really don't have a whole lot of experience with that. Like I said, I've only been on YouTube for about 122 days, so I really don't have a whole lot of experience with negativity yet. I'm sure it's not pleasant, and I'm sure it's something that's hard to get over, but I don't know much about that yet. So as for right now, I think that the worst thing about YouTube and the worst thing about making videos on YouTube is the self-doubt that it brings. And I don't know that that's the case for everyone who does these videos, but I feel like as a daily vlogger, and even in these videos as well, you really have to kind of sit back and see yourself differently. You have to see your life and what you have to you have to plan your every move, basically, with the exception of the daily vlogs. The daily vlogs are pretty much just you pick up a camera and you take 20 minutes out of your day collectively to show what you've done that day. That doesn't take a whole lot of forethought. Of course, you do want to do fun things throughout the day. You have to think about the entertainment value as well, just because people aren't just watching you to watch you. They're viewing your channel and your videos to be entertained, maybe see a different side of something, maybe to get away from the bad day that they had, or to, you know, take their mind off of something that's been going on or whatever. So that weighs kind of heavily on a person after a while, especially when you're thinking, oh man, these videos are just so boring. I wouldn't want to watch these videos. I don't know why anybody else watches them. I don't know why I'm doing this. And then there comes the spiral downward of, I should just stop. I should just quit this. You know, I don't know why I'm doing it anyway. And I think that that's really normal and natural to happen at the beginning, especially when you're not comfortable with what you're filming. You're not comfortable with putting yourself out on YouTube, and you don't really know who's watching you. And I think that that's a downside too, is that I put a lot of things out there for people I don't know to watch. And I had to really get over that pretty fast, because I think, you know, these people could come to my door and kill me. You know, I mean, I could get, you know, a crazy guy, girl, whatever, a crazy person watching this video could do something crazy, you know. And I think you really just have to be mindful of what you put on the internet. You have to be mindful of what you're saying at all times, while also going about your normal business and being who you normally are. And there's a fine line there, and I think that it has taken me a while to get there, but I think I finally figured it out. It's a process though, and I'm sure anybody you'd ask can say that, and that they don't know 100% that they're there yet either. Also, speaking, like I said before, is a problem. Okay, how many thumbnail options do you usually take? So normally I will take a thumbnail photo from my video that I'm editing. So I'll go into Final Cut Pro and I'll screenshot a photo. So I only take one. Lately, with a lot of the videos we've been doing, excuse me, I have had 2 to 3 options that I've taken from that video. But like I said, I don't just sit there and pose and whatever for a video, mostly because I don't have time. Okay, who is your YouTube crush? Okay, I have 2. One's a girl, one's a guy. And by crush, I just mean I admire their talents. I would love to spend time with them. And yeah, I just admire them. Not anything crazy, crushy, you know. I think my first one would be Zoella. She's been vlogging since, making videos since before it became a thing, you know. I mean, she's been doing this for a really long time, and she really has it together, or at least she portrays that she has it together. She is very down to earth, very real. Her lighting is her lighting. You wouldn't know that she had this whole setup behind her. You wouldn't know that she's put in a whole lot of work to make these videos. And as well with her daily vlogs, she just does what she does and she brings you along. And for some reason, she just does it so effortlessly and flawlessly that I could just watch all day. I could just watch her, you know? And so I really admire that. The other would have to be Charles Trippy. I feel like he's been through the ringer lately, and I feel like a lot of his subscribers, a lot of his fans have really tested him and tested his abilities as far as their comments and their actions and everything. And it seems like, I mean, I know I haven't been doing this for very long, but as a vlogger, thinking about having all of these subscribers and knowing that all these people watch you and like to watch you, to have all of a sudden half of them just drop. They're gone. They don't like what happened. They don't like what's been going on in your life. And I really think that he's handled it really well. I think that like with anything, you have to have a work-life balance, and I think that he has really been able to maintain that work-life balance really well, even though we're in his life. You know, I mean, he's mentioned it before, but we see 20 minutes of his day. We don't see the 24 hours of his day. So I think that for someone having to weed out all of the bad, he's having to deal with all these things that he's having to deal with and trying to move on with his life, while also making sure that in some crazy way his fans are okay, even though we have no part in his life. It's not our life to live and have an opinion about, but some people still do. And I think I really admire how he has maintained the quality of the videos. His demeanor has stayed the same. I really think that even in his depression, even in his aggravation with everything and everyone, he has kept strong, and I really appreciate that as a viewer, and I really admire that as a vlogger. So, okay, who is on your collab wish list? I think Aaron from Aaron and Baby is on my collab list. I definitely think Zoella would be on my collab list. I think, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank now. I think Daily Bumps would definitely be on my vlog collab list. Like just regular collab list. So yeah, there are lots more. Amanda Muse would definitely be on one. So there are lots more, but those are just the ones that came to mind. Okay, what are you wearing on your bottom half? Well, about 10 minutes ago I was wearing reindeer pajama pants, but now I am just wearing my yoga pants because that's what I wear most of the time anyway. But it is kind of nice to be able to just dress up the top half and not have to dress up the bottom half. That is the plus side. How long until you actually click record when you're recording? That would have to be right away unless I am filming one of these. When I'm filming one of these, there is a lot more time that I have to take to kind of set up the angle and set up the chair and set up the lighting and figure out that everything's perfect before I click record. But when I daily vlog, I mean, I look at the lighting, I kind of figure out if it's okay, but like I'm not going to record in a dark room, obviously, or if I do, I'm going to make sure I have a light somewhere else. But I'm pretty much just a record and go kind of a person. You kind of have to be with a toddler also. How do you feel about the YouTube community and culture? I kind of answered this earlier, but for the most part, I definitely think that it's a very welcoming group. I have felt incredibly lucky to meet the people I've met, to be able to talk to who I've been able to talk to, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. I think that when you first start out, you don't really know if you're really a part of a YouTube culture or community or whatever. I kind of feel like it's the first day of school kind of feeling where you're like, you don't really know who to sit with at lunch. But I feel like now, once you get to be a little more comfortable with where you are, you find that area where you fit. And there are a ton of other vloggers with kids. There are a ton of other mom vloggers. There are a ton of other people who do these videos. And for a while there, I thought, I just want to do something that's just my own. I want to make videos that I'm the only person making these videos, and you know, I can stand out and whatever. Well, you're never going to find that. You're never going to find the thing that no one has vlogged about or videoed about or put on Facebook, YouTube, because there are millions of people on YouTube. So just be as the best you can in that one spot you can be, you know, be the best mom vlogger you can be. Not comparing yourself to anybody else, because everybody else has their own way of doing it. And so I think as soon as you figure that out, you feel like you're more in the community, you're more a part of that group. And I am definitely incredibly honored to say that we vlog for YouTube. So there's that. What's your secret to a successful channel? Well, I will let you know when that happens, because I don't feel all that successful yet. I feel like I said before, I feel like don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just try to be the best you can at what you're doing. I read a ton of things before I started vlogging that said, you know, pick your one thing that you really enjoy and are really good at and vlog that, or make videos about that. And while I think that that's a really good start, I also think that you'll drive yourself nuts trying to figure out one thing that you want to video, one thing that you want to put on YouTube, because unless you're a beauty guru and all you want to do is post about beauty, it's so hard to see other people posting videos about the thing that you're most interested in and realizing that, wow, I will never be as good as that person. And that's where that negativity, that self-doubt comes back, you know. You just need to go for it and realize that if nobody else watches these videos, I'm gonna watch these videos because I like it. I like what I'm doing. I like filming my family and having those memories. And you know, if you know one other person who watches your videos, do it for them. You know, one friend who watches your videos every day, family member, whatever. I know that I have my aunt who will watch these videos every day. So what do I do when I feel like my videos are really, really bad that day? All right, I think, well, I know her. I know what she'd like to see. Let's film that. You know, let's do this for somebody else, because right now I'm not feeling like I like that video so much, but somebody else will, so let's just go for it and do it the best we can. So that would be my thing. So now it asks, who would you like to tag? And I would like to tag everybody. Like I said, I'm kind of at the end of this this phase of this tag, so I don't know of many people who haven't done it yet. But I'm going to, I think Amanda Muse has already done it. I'm going to say Missy Lanning from Daily Bumps. Let's do Ellie Meekum from Ellie and Jared. And I don't know. If Amanda Muse hasn't done it, I'm going to tag her as well, but I'll check. I think she has. If she hasn't, I'll post her down below, or I'll link her down below. But I'm not so sure about that one. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a longer one. I know that because my foot's asleep now, because I'm sitting weird. So sorry that it's so long. But I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.